Welcome. This is practice number 4. Practice number 4, I think. Play in a little bit here. Welcome to practice, session 4. That there was some jamming with some really cheesy keyboards and a couple of things put into the looper pedal, but it's better than not jamming. So whatever you can make use of, whether it's a looper, drum machine, keyboards, whatever you have, anything to keep time and something to play along with, make a big difference in your development. So you want to do that. If you don't have anything, get yourself cheap something in a pawn shop or something. Probably won't have to spend much money. And when your jamming crew is not around, you can rock out with some cheesy keyboards and drum machine and the looper pedal and wail away on your guitar if you're so inclined. Everything like that. I don't know where I'm going with this right now. Just gonna take that out. Had some things I wanted to talk about today. Let's see, what the heck was I getting at? Hope you've been working on your G major scale. What I wanted to get to was that first octave we were working on. That would be the next octave. That's 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7. It start on the D string, 5th fret, 5, 7, down to the G string, 4, 5, 7, on the B string, 5, 7, 8. Should be getting real familiar with that. It's not a lot of fun, but when you need it, you really need it. You gotta get it in your head. I was talking about learning the note names on the strings. So we had the open strings, E, A, D, G, B, E. Every astronaut there's good, bed expires. Don't know why I remember that, I just do. It's been in my head for decades and decades. That's how I remembered the open strings. And then you gotta learn the names of all the notes, but it's just the alphabet from A to G. So it starts on E on the low string, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, back to E. So it repeats. It's an octave. Next one starts on A sharp, B, C, so on and so forth. Gotta try and learn all those. When you need it, you're really gonna need it. It'll come in handy. Hope that's not boring you to tears. When you're doing that, you should really be listening for the tensions and the resolution I was talking about in the music. Within the scale, there's things you might say little tensions that build up, and then there's big resolution of tensions, like I was talking about from F sharp diminished to G. It's a big old tense chord right there, resolved to a very not tense chord, very consonant chord, you might say, as opposed to dissonant. The F sharp diminished, kind of dissonant. I've seen you could play a lot of songs with the G, C, D, E minor, A minor, and B minor chords. And one of them might be, see, how did this go here? This is called Brown Eyed Girl Who Shook Me All Night Long. Hey, where did I go? Chopping up some sugar cane down in Apollo. Ain't it such a shame? You shook me all night long. Brown Eyed Girl. Whoa, whoa, you shook me all night long. You brown eyed girl. Double time, the kiss so fine. Sing songs, right or wrong, and no applause. Santa Claus, reach for all I had and come back for more. And you took me all night long, brown eyed girl. Yeah, you took me all night long, brown eyed girl who shook me all night long. Long, well, it shook me. Yeah, it took me. Another thing I wanted to get to was it's a good idea if you sing a bit. It'll really help. It's another way to understand the music, and if you don't want to sing in front of anybody, especially at first when you learn, that's understandable, but it should be part of your practice routine sometimes. Sing a song that you like, sing a song you're very familiar with, just sing the scales, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Sing the notes when you're learning your way up the neck on the strings. E, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, so on and so forth. It's just another way to understand the music. It's kind of difficult to see how is this going to help until it actually comes into play, and then, oh, I see how that's going to help. You might find that you actually like it. Not a bad thing to do. I wanted to talk about gear. You really don't need much gear to get going. Get yourself an acoustic guitar if you don't have one. Get an electric guitar. These days you can get a pretty decent starter guitar for not much money. Whatever looks good to you and is comfortable to you. You get that. Get a small practice amp if you need one. If you have to do without a small practice amp, an amp at all, and play an electric guitar like this, it's not a bad way to practice. You just got to practice. That's the point. You just got to practice. So learn the note names. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. No sharp between E and F, and B and C. I got that wrong last time. I said something, I forget what it was. I said the B and C correctly and misspoke as far as the E and the F, but it's E, F, no sharp between those. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, no sharp, C sharp, D, D sharp, back to E. And the A string starts on A, naturally. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, so on and so forth. Sometimes to write these things out on a piece of paper really helps you to commit it to memory. And if you do that, then you have some notes to refer to. And keep practicing. Just strum the G, the C, the D, E minor, A minor. It's a D already, excuse me. G, C, D, E minor, A minor, and B sharp, B minor. And you get one diminished chord, which we're not going to deal with that for quite a while yet. It's not going to come into play. So get yourself, find these shapes of the chords in a zillion different places online, in a store. Ask a buddy, G, C, D, E minor, A minor, B minor, and that's the old F sharp diminished. But hey, where do we go? Yeah, we're so low. You shook me all night long. Brown-eyed girl shook me all night long. Why took me, you shook me all night long. Yeah, I'm shaking you, shook me all night long. The brown-eyed girl who shook me. She's the brown-eyed girl who shook me all through the evening. So there's practice session number 4. Work on the scale, work on remembering the note names, play these first position chords that we've been going over. Listen to a lot of music and really listen to it. Listening is it's an acquired skill. You have to listen deeply, you might say, to really hear what's going on in the music. You can hear the tension and resolution that I'm talking about in different colors, and it's just enjoyable anyway, or you must like music or you wouldn't be here. And that's about it for practice number 4. Want to keep these down to 5 or 6 minutes, sort of. Don't want to overload you, give you too much to digest. I don't want to ramble on and on. So Hope you got something out of that. Hope you're well. Bye for now. It's Chris Taylor.